So don't mind me, I'm doing my pedicure. But I was just thinking of something. You know, in Adventures of Barbarella, I've always done it for girls, and it's always about girl stuff, like fashion, grooming, problems, how to overcome them. But recently I've started getting more into speaking of philosophical stuff and just stuff that is also for men but doesn't have a space anywhere else, because Adventures of Barbarella is the only blog that I have. So I think I should start broadening the horizon and including men more, or speaking to everybody rather than just for women. And I think it's important because then it will normalize women's activities. You know, traditionally things that only women do or are supposed to do, or the responsibilities that we're supposed to have, which we're supposed to have them, but at the same time they don't really exist anywhere. They don't get recognized. Maybe by speaking in a way, I think it's more not even what I say, but the way that I say it. Just make it so that men feel welcome and involved, and like they're also a part of it, because at the end of the day, the things that I speak about that relate to women, they really relate to everybody. I'm not saying anything strange. I'm pretty much talking about fashion and grooming standards, which are very high for women, but for no inherent reason. They're just, we've made them that way. It's not really a feminine thing. Most of the things that I talk about, they're not really feminine things. I talk a lot about seduction, which is also a male thing. I talk a lot about exercise and mental planes, which is also a male thing. So there's no real reason for me to... In fact, when I start thinking about how I would focus the conversation if I knew that I was speaking to a male audience, I realized that I would push myself to do it better and to be more clear and just more useful. I know there's a switch that I think that gets in our brain, that comes off in our brain when we change. As a girl, I feel very safe amongst girls because they know how difficult things are, so they kind of cut me some slack. Whereas I know that guys wouldn't cut me some slack. They cut me some slack in other things, like they buy things for me, but it's not, you know what I mean. Women are more nurturing and understanding in that way. But I just think I'm the first one who should be giving an example if what I want to do is for us to be together as a team. And also with all this gender fluidity, I'm sure there's a lot of gay men watching this. I have a lot of gay friends. And maybe they are interested in these things. Although in my experience, they don't have quite the level of obsession in grooming that women have. But a lot of them do. So yeah, just something that I was thinking about. And because there's a lot of contents that I put here that I can't really put anywhere else, and it's not really only for women either. So I think I just need to open it a bit. Open this funnel of thought and bring it to a standard where I'm comfortable to express this information, aware of the fact that a lot of people who are receiving this information have not gone through the same problems and therefore might not be as open and friendly towards the struggles. But that's precisely what we have to work on. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little more mindful that there is a 50%, like 15% of men. Probably all of them just waiting for me to show my ass, but you know, I embrace those too. Another thing that I was thinking about is, I never talk about this, but I fully embrace my bisexuality. And the other day, I was just thinking about it, thinking, am I limiting myself because I usually only seek men? First of all, I don't seek anything. I'm so bad at seeking and finding. But second of all, I was observing myself because I usually work with men. I work in a male field. So I meet men the most. So most of my friends are men. I have like one girlfriend in London, Francesca, which you know, and I have a couple of girlfriends around the world. They leave, they travel. I love girls though. And my relationship with girls, I've realized, as I was working with a girl the other day, a female engineer, I've realized that I act exactly the same. Because one of my worries was that I was, you know how sometimes you act a little naive with men, or just like a little bit stupider to get that friendliness, or to get something out of them, basically. I realized that I not only do it with men, I do it with women too. I'm just a shy person, that's how I act. I act just as seductive. I act just as aloof. I was just like, you know, observing myself. And it was, honestly, it was fascinating to think about, because I've always thought that I acted differently, and that's why I was obviously, you know, playing my role as a woman and very heterosexual and all that stuff. I'm not at all. It's just the main reason why I go with men is because they give me more attention in terms of wanting to hang out with me. They ask me out, big thing, whereas girls hardly ever do. And so that's just what happens. Habits, practicality. And I do still want to form a relationship, like not a relationship, but like a family. If I had to form a traditional family, I would do it with a man, because that's just how I roll. That's what I feel, that's natural for me. But in terms of friendships and even sexual stuff, like I'm just as open. And I think maybe that's part of the reason why I use my body so much in art and everything. Because I really am into the female body a lot, like officially so. And I have tried to do it with other women, by the way. But I had to stop very early on. Like when I was a little girl, I wanted to use my girlfriends for art projects. When I was maybe a teenager, I mean all the way through my childhood, but when I was a teenager it became apparent that the human body was becoming just really attractive to me. So I tried to get all my girlfriends naked and all that stuff, and they didn't want to. So I became a little bit traumatized, to be honest, because everybody thought that I was really creepy for wanting to see them naked. And now I stopped doing it. It's just not something that you can really ask about. And I just don't feel like I connect to the lesbian community either. I never feel welcome. I don't know why. It feels really rigid to me. And I am everything but rigid. So the last thing that I want is to enclose myself within a circle that I don't really feel like I belong to either. I'm just very fluid. I hate the word fluid. Used also in a morally constructive way. And I'm all about moral freedom. So we shall be talking more about that if you want. Okay, see you later.